Man. Alright, man, I gotta do this video. A response to Boxing Wasp, man. Now, this video is basically on the whole drama between Boxing Wasp and Divine Sense that's been going on for a minute. I thought it was dead a while ago, but apparently it wasn't. So, I get up this morning and I see this video from Boxing Wasp going at Divine Sense. And I put a comment. I said, "Yo, I don't agree with the reason that you burning this dude up." Like, I mean, this video is like a ether video. Like, if y'all remember the Nas record Ether going at Jay-Z, man, like this video was like ether on video. That's basically what it was, to assassinate this dude Divine Sense whole image, his whole character. And I put in the comments, yo, the things that you spoke about in the video, I don't agree with it. Know what I mean? So I just said it like that. That's all I said. I said, yo, I don't agree with it. Know what I mean? I don't agree with the video. I left it just like that. Moments later, I'm fucking watching Spartacus. My phone ring off. I see an email from Wasp saying, yo, that's how you feel and you want to defend him? Don't fuck with me at all. Now, I took that as a diss. There is no other way to take that but a diss. Because for one, Wasp just told me, he just implicated that, yo, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Fuck your opinion. It's either you go with mine or go eat a dick. That's basically what he just told me in street terms. But I'm not going to go that route as to battle with Wasp. I'm going to go the route as to explain stuff to him on a real, more genuine level. Because he still got that fucking, that nigga gotta die mentality, man. I told him about this shit before, too. He got that mentality, man. He ain't grow out of it yet. I mean, dude is older than me. But, like I said, I'm very advanced, so it balances out. So let me get into it. Let me get into what I disagreed about in the video. And before I do that, let me go back into the past on how this whole thing started. To my knowledge, I remember Wasp making a video comparing. It wasn't even comparing. It was more as to say, he was explaining why Pac-Tards are so die-hard about Manny Pacquiao, and he was comparing their standards and their position in the Philippines as to somebody as successful as Manny Pacquiao. And unfortunately, those standards were very fucking low. So somebody coming from an environment that low will subject to accept anything that shows any form of progression. That's basically what he was saying. And Divine Sense, he obviously misunderstood, because I even came at Divine Sense for that in one of my videos. He obviously misunderstood Boxing Wasp and made it appear like Boxing Wasp is trying to say, oh, if you're a Manny Pacquiao fan, you're a fucking pedophile. And that's not what he was doing. So that right there, I never agreed with Divine Sense. But I never wrote Divine Sense off as to say, all right, that's all this man is about. I'm not going to ever listen to another video he makes or anything. Later on, just recently, I started to listen to Divine Sense videos. And I developed a great deal of respect for this dude. And I'm going to tell you why I respect him. And I'm going to tell you the reason that I respect him. Boxing Wasp was just completely insulting him for that. That's why I said I don't agree with the stuff that you coming at him for. You could have a difference with this dude. That's cool. All I'm saying is like, yo, nah, I ain't really feeling that one. Know what I mean? Nah, I don't agree with that. I ain't even say I'm not feeling that. I say I don't agree with that. Just to let you know, like, nah, I don't agree with that shit. So I'm gonna tell you what it is that about Wasp, about Divine Sense, that I grew a liking to and a respect. If any of y'all ever looked at my videos from the past, especially on the boxing bell situation, because that's the video that I mostly explained my opinion on it. I spoke about my feelings towards white people. Know what I mean? Now I'm not racist. I don't have any hate in me for any ethnic group, any race, but I have a real issue with white Americans in general. Like I have this strong ideology that they think they're better than anybody else, and I have many ways of proving that shit. So I don't need to get into the argument of that. That's my opinion. I'm gonna die with that. White Americans think they better than every fucking body else. Period. No matter how good they seem, they a lot of them have that. But I have common sense to know that you can never say all. You can just say most, because there's always an oddball. There's always gonna be, no matter what the subject is, there's always an oddball. If you was to go around and ask everybody, do they want $1 million? Somebody's gonna say no. That's just how life is. It's always an oddball. No matter how good the offer is, there's gonna be somebody that just doesn't want it. He might not even have a good reason why he doesn't want it, but he's just probably the standout. That's probably his reason. So I have common sense to know that not all these white people are like that, but majority. And when I say majority, I believe fucking 99.9% of them. That's how much I believe. You always gotta leave 0.1% for error. Just like science, there's always room for error. I believe the masses of them believe they're better than everybody else. And they show it in their actions and the things they say. Whether they know it or they don't know it about themselves, they do. That's my opinion. I was listening to a Divine Sense video, especially the one about Boxer Wasp, and he gave a little bio about himself. And he said that he was from Arizona, Phoenix. I'm not going to say Phoenix. I just remember him saying Arizona. And to my knowledge, Arizona is a real redneck-ass state. I mean, a lot of redneck shit going on there. They got, just the other day, they passed a law where police could actually profile people who look like they're foreign. They could actually just profile them without an actual cause. They call it probable cause for them to prove their green card status in America, or else they'll just be deported. They actually passed a law like that, and the governor was scrutinized for that shit. I don't know if they overturned it yet or not. I don't know yet. But he said he was from that state. And for those of you who don't know, Divine Sense is a white man. And he gave his story about growing up in, I guess, poverty community. And you know, black people in this country and poverty go hand in hand. Where there's poverty, you're gonna find black people. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. That's just how fucked up black people are in this country. It's like we match, unfortunately. And he was saying how he basically connected with black people through pain. Through the pain. That's how he bridged the gap. Through the pain. Through similar sufferation. You understand? It's not a skin color thing. It's about the life you live. And through the bio he gave, it was a very similar bio as, because he said he had to battle being accepted. You know, he had to prove himself a lot of times, you know, like he had to prove he wasn't soft, or prove that he could that he's a that he's not a anti-social, you know. He just had to prove himself majority of the time, almost all the time. And for those of you who don't know, Divine Sense lives in Thailand, and I assume that he lived in Thailand because he served in the military, and come to find out he did. But learning from Box and Wasp video, his tour is over. He's not obligated to be there. He's there by choice. So if you don't like, now let's go back to what I was saying. The dude is from a redneck ass state in America. He's white and he's American. Y'all already know how I feel about white Americans. But this dude sacrificed living in this racist ass country where he himself pointed out, like, yo, white people can be fucked up. I admit it, and I'm white myself. He leaves this country to go live elsewhere in a third world fucking country, in Thailand, where he got a good thing going. But Box and Wasp made a mockery out of that. That's what I didn't agree with. Box and Wasp seen that as, oh, you want to go somewhere where you could be cool and you could be the man. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Like, even, let's just say that's why he's there. What is wrong with that? I was talking to one of my mans the other day, and I told him, and this was right after I had a run-in with police. This was right after. Like, I was driving. The police stopped me. I didn't have my license on me. I didn't have nothing with my name on it for him to run my record. And you know what this police said to me? He said, yo, you don't got your name on your benefit card? That's what the fucking police said to me. He never asked me, do I have any other ID with my name on it? He just assumed that I'm poor, I'm black, and I must have a benefit card. And mind you, I'm not even going to tell you what I drive or nothing. That's not important. But he just assumed me being a known statistic. Yo, don't you have your name on your benefit card? And when he said that, I just fucking looked at him, you know what I mean? But I'm going off topic. After that incident happened, I immediately said to my friend, I said, yo, man, if I was promised right now, if I was to move to Alaska, I would have a group of females that's basically fucking with me. Respect on the street when I walk up and down. I'm not profiled by police. When people speak to me, they respect me as an equal. And I also have a good way of making money that suit the way I like to live my life. I will run my ass in my crib, pack my bags, and jump on the first ticket flight to fucking Alaska. Because it has the things that I fucking need and I cherish it in my life. I do not have to be in Brooklyn. I do not have to be. There's nothing here that I have to be. There's nothing here for me. If I was guaranteed that contract, if I was to go to Alaska, I would do it. And I feel that's what Divine Sense did. And mind you, this is a white dude. He's not even the oppressed. He's from the clan of the oppressor. From redneck ass Arizona. Already white. But he took it upon himself to say, yo, I don't need to be in America. I have a good thing going for me right out here. The people accept me out here. They respect me out here. I make a good, honest living out here. Probably money that he couldn't make in America he would probably be a laughable. I even know he's DJ. He'd probably be a laughable DJ in America, but they take his ass serious out there, and he probably has a passion for music. But Wasp made a mockery out of that, and I just don't. I just can't ride with that. I told y'all dudes, man. It don't matter. It's not about race. I don't ride with bullshit. Period. I don't care who it's from. That's what separates me from a lot of people. That's why I don't fuck with people like that. I don't fuck with bullshit at all. Then Wasp in the video, he shows pictures of these white dudes that, you know, like we call them wiggers, like little wannabe black white boys throwing up little gang signs or hand signs and wearing fitted tilted and all that. And he said, look, he trying to steal our swag. That shit ain't swag. Know what I mean? I respect it more if you say he trying to steal our ignorance. Know what I mean? That bullshit right there don't represent me, man. That's the type of shit I'm running from. Like, that's the type of shit where I go places, people just put me in a box. As a nigga that wears hat tilted and throw up gang signs and all that dickhead shit. That ain't no fucking swag. Know what I mean? I'll show you what swag is, man. Swag is a young dude that's about money, just about living his life, about getting money and about fucking these bitches out here. That's what swag is in my book. Know what I mean? That shit you call swag, I seen many young niggas laid out with their head, with their brains on the floor right before me. That same bullshit right there. There's nothing swag about that. I don't need that shit. I wish I could gift wrap that shit in a box and just give that to the white people if that's what they want. They could keep that shit. I mean, that shit does me or my environment no good at all. That shit is not our swag. That shit do not represent me, brother. Know what I mean? That shit keeps me in a box. Know what I mean? I don't need that clown ass shit around me. Real talk. I'm gonna give y'all a little bio about me now. Know what I mean? Like, yo, my name is Sincere Johnson. Know what I mean? That's my fucking real name. And I say that's my real name because that's the name I gave myself. I wasn't born with that name. Know what I mean? My first name, I kept my last name, don't get me wrong. And I'm thinking about changing that shit too. I kept my last name. But my first name was I felt a white man name that didn't represent me at all. Know what I mean? I don't know if it was given to me because, you know, my parents, they came here with that third world mentality. Like, they probably wanted me to be accepted in America. I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't care less. Fact is, that shit ain't my name no more. And I remember when I had to go to court, because you got to go to court to change your name. And I went to the judge, and I told her I wanted to change my name and what I was changing it to. She said, and mind you, I was the last person in the courtroom. Like, everybody had their case heard. And I'm the last one now. There's nobody there. It's just me and my cousin. And she said, why do you want to change your name to this? And she just went off on me. Went into a lecture. Like, this is what it is about you young guys. Y'all so caught up into this hip-hop. And mind you, you can't come off at a judge the way you want to. But I just cut her off like, yo, miss, do not put me in that box. And mind you, this was a black woman too. I said, miss, do not put me in that box. I do not even mess with hip-hop like that. Know what I mean? But I can't blame you because that's what the majority of us do. You just assume that I'm doing this because I'm caught up in the hype. I'm caught up in the scene. But this is bigger than that. I'm doing this for moral reasons. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, yo, I'm a man and I control every fucking aspect of my life. From the clothes I wear to the name I'm called. You know what I mean? And the name I have do not represent me. There's nothing original about that name. It's very common. There's nothing original about it. And the history about it, the history of that name do not represent me at all. I'd rather be called a name that represents my character. At least I know the history of the name. It represents my character. That's all I gotta tell you when you ask me how I got that name. It represents my character. I'm a sincere dude. I'm a real dude at all times. I don't bend for bullshit. Know what I mean? So, first time around, she denied my name change. But when I came back the second time and I got the chance to speak, because she didn't really give me a chance to speak. She respected my fucking reason and granted my fucking name change. So that's what I'm doing with Wasp right now, you know. He denied my opinion, but he never heard the reasons behind it. So hopefully he got fucking sense now that I'm not just talking out of my ass. Know what I mean? This has nothing to do with me defending no fucking divine sense. I don't know divine sense. But to my knowledge, from what he tells me, I know and respect his story and the shit he's doing. Because if I didn't respect that shit would just make me a complete hypocrite. And you wouldn't have to ask me if I'm a fucking racist. I would have to be fucking racist if I ain't respect that. A dude that acknowledges the bullshit white people do, he separates himself from it, but you bash him for it. For stupid ass reasons too. Some stupid ass reasons. Some reasons that's just meant to be comical. Nothing real about them. Nothing with ground. Just some comical shit to get a laugh after. I mean, I couldn't run with that bullshit, man. But I just wanted to put this out there, man, and throw my 2 cents at this whole argument, you know? Like I said, this ain't no diss. I mean, and if you take it that way, you said in your comment, I shouldn't fuck with you. Trust me. If you take this that way, do not fuck with me. It's the other way around. Because trust me, I don't want niggas like you. Like, I be trying to tell y'all dudes, man. This shit goes beyond YouTube with me, man. That's why in the Boxing Bell videos, I came on so hard. I do this shit for real. Full time. On and off the fucking clock. I do this shit for real. I do not just come here and talk to you motherfuckers all over the world about shit, and then when I log off of this shit, I'm a whole different person. This is who I am, 24/7. I mean, if I see bullshit, especially from somebody that I respect, I'm gonna tell them like, nah. And all I'm trying to do is show you a different light. But if you're gonna say shit like, yo, if you feel that way, don't fuck with me, without ever hearing my take on the subject, yo, do not fuck with me. Trust me. Trust me. I know what I'm saying. Do not fuck with me. I'm the one you do not fuck with. It's not about me. Do not fuck with you. I don't fuck with people. People try to fuck with me. It's either I reject them or I don't. Trust me. I know what I'm saying. This shit is just like in my everyday life. And nothing changed. I mean, but that's my take on that, man. Y'all niggas take it easy, man. I'm a holler.